Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Hello, all you folks standing up. Please take a seat and enjoy your wine and salad. My name is Dick Drobnik, and I'm serving as the MC this evening because my good friend Doris Masese Ho said, Dick, you must serve as the MC. You have to earn your dinner tonight, and there is no free dinner. So tonight's event, which is titled Disaster Recovery in the Resilient Cities of Tomorrow, is the kickoff public event for the Pacific Cities Sustainability Initiative's second annual International Forum, which is on Wednesday and Thursday and is titled Creating Resilient and Livable Cities. I'm pleased and honored to be asked to serve as the MC this evening because in my role as director of the Center for International Business at the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business, I was leading one of the 5 co-founder institutions of the Pacific Cities Sustainability Initiative. This evening I'd like to warmly welcome all of you for this opening event of the PCSI 2014 Forum. I would like to thank our speakers for sharing their experience and knowledge. I would like to thank the 25 donor companies that have provided financial support to organize and run PCSI, and the additional 30 in-kind supporters who are providing resources for PCSI. Before introducing our two hosts, Doris and Carlos Rufino, I want to provide you with a 2-minute historical sketch of PCSI, which was conceived and launched in 2009 by 5 co-founder institutions: the Asia Society of Northern California, the Asia Society of Southern California, the Association of Pacific Rim Universities, the Center for International Business at the UCLA Anderson School of Business, and the Center for International Business at the USC Marshall School of Business. And then in 2012, the Urban Land Institute joined in partnership with the Asia Society to further develop PCSI as a forum. Our goal for the 2014 Forum in Manila is to share best practices in developing livable and resilient cities around the Pacific Rim. Our participants include business practitioners, national and regional policymakers, NGO leaders, academic researchers. We are harnessing the research capabilities of key academics and their students, and we think this will be a distinguishing feature of PCSI activities. Now let me turn to the very pleasant and brief task of introducing our 2 hosts for this evening. And Doris and Charlie said, be brief. So Doris Masese Ho is the trustee of the Asia Society globally and chair of the Asia Society of the Philippines Foundation. Carlos Rufino serves as chairman of the Urban Land Institute, the Urban Land Institute's district council in the Philippines. Please join me in welcoming Doris and Carlos. Charlie.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening. I have no voice.
Doris has been working so hard, she's lost her voice. As of 3 days ago, she just got half her voice back today.
Anyway, on behalf of our founding chair, Washington CSIP, and our trustees, Jaime Zobel and Enrique Gonzalez and Oscar Lopez, who are here, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of the Asia Society to this wonderful opening dinner tonight.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of Urban Land Institute, we want to welcome Kathleen, who's come in all the way from Washington, and John from Hong Kong. Thank you very much for coming and gracing this occasion. The Urban Land Institute is very happy also to have Dr. Sujata, another global trustee, to join us.
As Dick was saying, the Pacific Cities Sustainability Initiative Forum is a project bringing together the best minds to understand the best practices around on how to build livable and sustainable cities. And we love working with ULI as a nonprofit organization that has such a deep knowledge about this subject.
As you know, for those who don't know, Urban Land Institute is a 30,000 member organization, and our goal is to promote leadership in the responsible use of land. And that's why we are here today, working with Asia Society, a great partner and a great friend, Doris Ho. So we've worked together for this. I think we haven't slept more than 5 hours in the past week, but we're here today. And we're trying to get this program, which is going to be very interesting because we have a lot of people who've come from all over the world to come and grace this occasion.
And we'd also like, well, we have tonight, of course, our wonderful speakers who will share with us their experiences of the challenges that they have faced in their own cities, from which we can learn here in our country. And what has inspired us to really have this forum and starting off with this dinner is the opportunity it gives us to build the capacity in our mindset about building livable cities for the future. And for that, we have a very exciting part of this project, which involves a livable cities challenge, competition challenge. And I'd like to welcome many mayors who are all not listening to, mayor, there's a table of mayors here.
Yes,
Let's give them a big hand. Bill Luz and Secretary Ochoa, who had the APEC 2015 NOC, are leading the livable city agenda for our country as we build towards APEC. And so we're really thrilled that the mayors have come. There will be 20 cities competing for an award on livability, and we're so happy they're here and they will participate in this forum as the first part of the challenge.
Well, I think unless you have anything else,
No.
Doris, we just want to welcome everyone again from those people who came as far away as Chile and New Zealand to join us. I'm sure our mayors here would really love to hear from you, and also our national government officials, and also for our good friend, our minister, Dr. Contoro, who will be our speaker tonight. Thank you.
I have one additional role, which was to introduce a message, to introduce a counselor who will give a message from Mayor Binay to welcome everyone to our city today. Counselor, please give her a big hand.
Thank you, Ms. Doris. Magsaysay-ho, the chairperson. Mr. Charlie Rufino, chairman also of Urban Land Institute. The founding chair of Asia Society Philippines, Washington CICIP. Of course, Catherine Carey, the chief content officer of ULI. And Mr. Tom Nagarski, good evening. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant evening to all of you. And welcome to the city of Makati. Today, we have started the 3-day Pacific City Sustainability Initiative Second Annual Forum. The relevance and timeliness of this forum cannot be overemphasized in the light of the experience cities have had with catastrophic disasters and the harsher impact of climate change. The cities, I must say, should be resilient and at the forefront of resiliency initiatives because of the role they have played in the progress and development of any country. Cities are the centers of learning and educational institutions, hospitals and advanced healing care, finance, trade and investments, and several others. Medical cases that cannot be treated in rural areas are brought to cities because they have the trained specialists and advanced medical tools and interventions. We can just imagine the predicament of a sick person or injured one if medical and health infrastructure in the cities were destroyed by a calamitous event. Disasters that occur in the cities likewise entail huge economic and financial losses. Fellow advocates of urban resiliency, forums like this are very relevant and urgent because of the increasing severity of weather events occurring around the world. We never even expected that the storm surge, like what happened in Tacloban, when Super Typhoon Yolanda hit the Visayas region. Until now, the city is still experiencing hardships of many fronts. In many parts of the globe, unusual flooding and temperature fluctuations are occurring, several affecting people's lives and, of course, their livelihood. Having seen and learned about the experiences of other cities, we must proactively determine our own vulnerabilities and weak areas so that we can enhance our resiliency. The role of the leaders in the national and local government is crucial in the overall efforts of enhancing disaster resiliency. All other efforts may succeed if the government will only look at them with indifference. I must stress, though, that we should view all our efforts as integrated, all our activities as interrelated, and of course, interconnected. We must approach the problem holistically and devise appropriate solutions that would bring about tangible and lasting results and promote our collective efforts and resiliency. Before closing this message, let me leave you with these words of Simon Mainwaring, a branding consultant and a social media specialist who said, "Corporations often partner with government after natural disasters, as many companies did in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. As a rule, however, long-term civic or corporate partnerships are still rare at this time, but this not need remain the status quo. Many opportunities are available for such partnerships," unquote. And again, good evening to all of you and welcome to the city of Makati.
Before we actually go into enjoying our meal, we wanted to give our visitors who have come so far, from far away, to give them an idea of the actual heart and soul and resiliency of the Filipino people. Last year, before the big typhoon, there was an earthquake, also in Bohol and in Cebu, and one of the responses was a lovely prayer that was sung by a very famous children's choir that we want to share with you before we enjoy our meal as a way of thanksgiving. Please enjoy.
Stars go out each night, remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer when our day. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky.
Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child,
Just like every child.